Alright, so I'm back in Transformers Season 2, Volume 2. Ooh. Again, this is the Shout Factory. So we got the standard case thing there. Another booklet. Clearly Soundwave there. Bumblebee there. No question there. We got some good artwork in the book. Of course, that page didn't have artwork. There's Megatron. And we've got, let's see, first one, 2-disc set. Second part, again, is 2-disc set, but only the first disc has episodes on it. The second disc here is just bonus features. So all the bonus features that weren't on Season 2, Volume 1 are now all on Season 2, Volume 2. So we get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 episodes. So there's 30 in the first one, so 51 episodes for Season 2. That's a lot of episodes. So, again, this is actually, for me, was even better than Season 2 Volume 1. So this set I give a 10 out of 10. It's awesome. It's really good. I do highly recommend it. The bonus features, let's see, the forming the Transformers animated series, look back at the development and production, and that was fun. More public service announcements, fun. Hasbro toy commercials, good. Concept art, bleh. I don't care about that. So, spoilers, we're getting into the actual episodes and the really fun stuff. So, Secret of Omega Supreme, that's the one where we find out why Omega Supreme hates Devastator so much. And great story. You find out that the Constructicons were originally Autobots and built into the Constructicons by Megatron on Cybertron, and then they level a city. Great story arc. I loved it. It's a great vengeance story, and I love vengeance stories. Let's see, Child's Play. That was the one where they got teleported to another planet and they were really tiny. It's not a serious episode. It's just a fun episode. It's just goofy and just out there. I mean, you see Soundwave getting chased by a cat, stuff like that. It's just fun. The Gambler, that was Smoke Screen. And he traded all the Autobots off. That was stupid. I did not like that episode at all. The Search for Alpha Trion. Let's see. What was that one about? I don't remember that one. I think that had the Fembots in it. Let's see here. Yeah. Thought to be extinct, 4 female Autobots come out of hiding to raid a Decepticon base on Cybertron. Yeah. So that was okay. It was okay. No, it wasn't. That was a bad one. Autobot Bop. That was the cool one where we finally get to see Blaster throw down against Soundwave. Everything else about the episode is subpar, but finally getting that fight, very well worth it. And they fought with sound, and it was just awesome. Prime Target. Oh, that's the one where that hunter dude wants to go after Prime, so he sets up all these traps. It's fun. It's a good episode. The girl who loved Power Glide. You do get to see a lot of Power Glide in that, and that was cool. But the whole love story was kind of lame. Triple Takeover. This was another really fun one, just because the Blitzwing and Astro Train convinced Starscream, and then Starscream they betray Starscream because he's betraying Megatron, and then they betray both of them, lock them up, and they both try to take over the city. Blitzwing takes over a stadium and has a football coach as his general, and he's got the Constructicons building stuff just because they can. and then, and then Astrotrain somehow decided to take over the city by taking over all the trains and giving them brains, but not transform. And they're just running into things. I mean, it was just a mess. It was so much fun. And then at the very end, you got Blitzwing versus Astrotrain versus Megatron versus Devastator, and all the Autobots are just sitting there like, should we get involved? And Optimus Prime's like, no, just let them duke it out. So that was pretty fun. Let's see, Sea Change. Oh, that was just a bad one. That was one with Sea Spray falling in love, and yeah. And you find out that there's other planets that the Decepticons have conquered. That's cool, but the whole love story again, Autobot falling in love with humanoid, it doesn't work. Hoist Goes to Hollywood. That was goofy. That was just a weird episode. That's where he gets the name Moist. And then everybody else decides to join in. It was goofy. Alright. Key to Vector Sigma Part 1 and Part 2. This is the one where Megatron decides that he's done losing the ground battles, so he builds the Stunticons. And awesome. I loved it. And this is where they get that whole idea that you can only build them on Cybertron. Or you can build them on Earth, but you can only get them powered on Cybertron. Which confuses from Season 1. Awesome. Loved it so much. It was great. It was one of my favorite story arcs. And then to fight it, the Autobots take a bunch of scrap metal and build the aerial bots, and so we get Superion. So Minosaur and Superion in the same 2 episodes. Really awesome. The dynamics changed from that point on. Just now the Autobots have something to fight in the air, aside from Cosmos and Skyfire and Powerglide. But now the Decepticons have more ground troops, and these cars just trounce the Autobots every time they fight them. It's a lot of fun. Masquerade, that's the one where the Autobots pretend that they're the Stunticons. You get a really fun scene where you see Motormaster versus Optimus Prime, and it's head-on collision. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a good episode. I did enjoy it. I've said this before, and I kind of take it back now, but I kind of wish Fans Project would repaint him in the Optimus Prime colors, and then the rest of the cars in Autobot colors, just to kind of go off of it. But I don't know how well that would work after all. But anyway, Trans Europe Express. That's the one where they're all racing around Trans Europe or Europe, and that was stupid. War Dawn. That's a good one. That's the aerial bots go back in time and right before Optimus Prime is made, because it is perfect time for them to go back because they're sitting there like, maybe the Decepticons aren't all that bad, and, except for Silverbolt. He's the only one that was like, no, this is stupid. We can't do this. But yeah, that was great episode. Really liked that one. Let's see. And then we have Cosmic Rust. That's the one where they get Cosmic Rust, and the only one that can fix it was Wheeljack? No, Perceptor. Perceptor was the only one that could figure out the cure, and So the Decepticons use him, then he gets infected, and then the Autobots get infected, blah, blah, blah. Long story, blah, blah, blah. It was okay. It's kind of fun seeing Megatron helpless and falling apart, and Starscream sitting there just kind of laughing at him. Crimzeek. That was goofy episode. Again, just you can't take it seriously. You just have to sit back and laugh. Now we get into the real shit. Starscream's Brigade. That one was hands down my favorite episode in season 2. I know I've said, one of my favorites before, like, oh yeah, this one's one of my favorites. This one is my favorite. Because Starscream finally gets kicked out of the Decepticons and he builds the Combaticons. But he can't power them, so he goes to Cybertron, steals the power cores of a bunch of criminals, brings it back, puts them together, and now he's got the Combaticons, and they are awesome. I love the Combaticons in this. They're really bossy, able to fight and beat Devastator, and then Minosaur had to get involved, and that's how they got defeated. So it was 2 combiners take down 1. Then Revenge of Bruticus, another great episode where Bruticus gets Cybertron, trounces all Cybertron's defenses, trounces Shockwave, throws him off the planet, and proceeds to try to plummet Earth into the sun. Awesome. Issue with this is the first time you really see the Protectobots. You don't know where they came from. You don't know why Autobots have another Combiner. You know nothing about them, and you only see them briefly for moments, and that's it. Aerial Assault. That's the one where the Combaticons fight the aerial bots. Oh, it was fun. I did enjoy that. Bot. That was one when it starts out with Defensor beating Bruticus, and it was really weird because it's like, who's that? If you didn't know who Defensor was, you're sitting there like, who's this guy? And where'd he come from? And so he beats him, and then Swindle's the only one that gets up, so he sells all the Combaticons for scrap. It's such a Swindle thing to do. And then Megatron gets pissed off, and he tells him you have to rebuild them. So he does, but he can't find the personality component for Brawl, so it doesn't work. And then so Megatron puts a bomb on him, like, look, you got like a day or something like that to find it and put it back together. So it was fun. And finally he gets them all back together just in time to get their ass kicked again. Really, really good season. I really enjoy season 2, part 2. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Again, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Next up, we'll take a look at the movie.